All right, so we're going to go through one example here together, and then you're going to have 3 of these similar problems for your homework. So we're going to start by making a scatter plot. Now a scatter plot is just plotting points, okay? And it's always in the first quadrant, so that's why we only have the positive values here on our graph. You do not have to start at 0. You'll notice on the left-hand side that it doesn't start right at 0, but we should label these. So what would we label on the left-hand side? What are those? What does it say at the top of that chart over there? Okay, so we can say okay. Now, along the bottom, we have years. Now you'll notice the years on the graph start at 0 and go to 11, but on the chart over here, they start at 95. Why do you think we're doing that? '95 is the first year they started doing that. So what, we can consider that year 0. Okay, it's just a little bit easier to graph. Starting, if you have years, it's good to convert them over to numbers. So we'll count this as year 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so what I want you to do is to plot these points on the graph. I'm going to give you a minute to do that. So right above 0, right on 0, we're going to plot it at 52. And then keep going. Get all those points on there. My smartboard is not aligned, so this will not work very well for me. So we're going to go based off of your guys' graphs. So plot all 10 points. When you're done, your graph should look something like this. Okay, roughly about where those dots are. Okay, so on the test, you're going to do this same thing, and also in the homework, you're going to create a scatter plot, and then you're going to draw this yellow line. It's called the best line of fit. Okay, it's just a straight line that goes through the most center area in the scatter plot. Kind of a trend line. All right, so we're going to pick 2 ordered pairs and actually write the equation for that yellow line. Now, I don't want you to feel like you have to pick 2 actual points. You just want to pick 2 locations on the graph. So we're going to pick that one because we can see exactly where it's going through. And let's say we pick this one right here. Okay, so you're going to pick 2 points on the graph. Do not pick 2 points close together to each other. Okay, pick 2 points that are kind of on either end of the data. We're just going to estimate what these are. So what would you say the coordinate is right here? Okay, so 0, 53. Okay, what would you say the coordinate is right here? 8, comma 35? Sure. Okay, so now we have 2 coordinates. We need to come up with our equation, which is y equals mx plus b. How would you find the slope? You're doing this yesterday on your review worksheet. How do you find the slope? Okay, so what are the y values? And good, we went in the same direction. We subtracted from this point minus the other one. So if we simplify this, what do we get? Negative 18 over 8, which simplifies to be what? All right, so now we know this, negative 9 over 4. That's m, our slope. Okay, the nice thing about picking this coordinate over here, 0, 53, what is this called? What is this point called? It has a special name. It's the starting point. It's the y-intercept. Isn't that what we need right here, B? Okay, so we've got our equation all done. Okay, that's all that was asked of us right here. There's our equation of that best line of fit. Okay, then they're going to ask you to use it to find something. So use this equation to predict the number of CD sales in 2006. Well, let's look at what year that would be. Looking back here, 2006 would be year 11, right? So we go back here, which is year 11 right here. What are we going to do to find our answer? We have our equation right there in the rectangle. Where does 11 go? That's along the x-axis here, right? Right here. Okay, so that's going to go in for your x. We have y equals negative 9/4. We put 11 years in there plus 53. Somebody tell me what that is. $28 1/4. Okay, so that's the predicted number of CD sales for that year. Questions? So again, let's review a little bit. We make the scatter plot, draw your line, pick 2 points on that line. Do not feel like you have to pick an actual data point, because if it's not on the line, don't pick it. Okay, so pick 2 points far away from each other, create your equation, and then use that equation to answer whatever question they have. Okay?